Picture a crowded, warm dinner table. The plates are being passed around, there are like 3 different conversations happening at the exact same time, and bubbling right beneath the surface, a dozen different ancient family dynamics playing out in real time. Honestly, navigating this specific brand of chaos without losing your mind is nothing short of an art form.
I mean, think about it for a second. If some random stranger on the bus says something mildly annoying to you, what do? You roll your eyes, you shrug it off, and you've completely forgotten about it 2 seconds later. But let your own mother, your brother, or that one uncle who always thinks he's right say that exact same sentence, oh man, suddenly it feels like a deeply personal attack. We instantly go on the defensive. We start building a full-blown court case in our heads, pulling up evidence from like a decade ago. To really get how this works, let's look at someone actually going through it. Meet Priya. She's 31, generally super calm, and a highly reasonable person in her day-to-day life. She's the kind of person who handles stressful, high-stakes work meetings with total grace. But all of that profound Zen-like composure, yeah, it lasts right up until the exact moment she sits down to eat with her relatives. The second those napkins are unfolded, all bets are entirely off. It's actually wild how casually these monumental life questions get dropped into the mix. Somebody makes a super blunt comment about her job. Then another relative chimes in on her relationship status. Still single? Completely unprompted, as if an interrogation is just the natural follow-up to the phrase, "Please pass the rice." Within 4 minutes of sitting down, sweet, composed Priya has mentally rehearsed 17 different, highly witty comebacks, none of which she's actually going to say out loud. And why? Because she knows saying them just makes dinner longer, louder, and infinitely more exhausting. Because, well, here's the funny and slightly tragic truth about these kinds of family arguments. Nobody actually wins them. There's no trophy handed out at the end of dessert. What really happens is that somebody just gets tired first. And usually, tragically, that somebody is the person who cared enough to keep explaining themselves over and over again to a brick wall, to people who had kind of already decided not to listen before the conversation even started. So, knowing she couldn't win, Priya tried what so many of us try to do, the strategy of suppression. She used to think the absolute best answer was to just stop feeling anything at all. Bottle it up super tight, smile broadly through the chewing, not politely, and pretend those intrusive comments didn't bother her in the slightest. For a while, she genuinely thought this was the mature thing to do. She thought she was keeping the peace. But let's slow down for a second and look at what's actually happening to her internally. Every single time she ignored a comment about being single or a critique of her career, it didn't just bounce off her. It landed internally, like a tiny, well-aimed dart. And she was just swallowing them, one by one, dinner after dinner, feeling that sharp pinch, but flat out refusing to flinch on the outside. She was just quietly absorbing all of that invisible, unspoken tension. Which, inevitably brings us to what we'll just call the last piece of chicken incident. See, the suppression strategy seemed to be working perfectly, right up until the day it didn't. 11 small, sharp darts she had swallowed over 11 different dinners came flying out all at once, over something as incredibly insignificant as a relative finishing the last piece of chicken on a serving platter. It was a massive, explosive misfire. Everyone at the table was completely confused, just staring at her. So the absolutely crucial point here is this. Priya wasn't actually mad about the chicken. Not at all. She was mad about 11 dinners worth of things she had never actually said out loud. She discovered the hard way that swallowing your feelings does not make them disappear. It just shoves them into an emotional storage unit. And just like any real physical space, mental storage units eventually violently run out of room. When that door bursts open, the whole shebang spills out. Priya realized pretty quickly she needed a new path. Not the total silence of swallowing darts, and definitely not the chaotic explosion over poultry. She needed a middle ground. A completely different approach that, frankly, takes a lot more practice and grace than either of those two extremes. She learned to pause. Just pause, taking a single quiet breath before responding, a deliberate beat. When the trigger happens, when that annoying comment is launched across the table, instead of instantly tensing up or firing back, you just let the air hang for a second. You let a moment of utter stillness interrupt the usual knee-jerk reaction. It's a tiny, but absolutely incredibly powerful space. And in that quiet beat, a very important internal monologue takes place. You get just enough time to ask yourself, wait, is this comment actually about me? Or is this just Uncle Ramesh being Uncle Ramesh? Let's be real, he's been saying these exact same clumsy things since 1994. Recognizing that simple fact that their behavior is about them and not a reflection of your worth, it completely changes the entire dynamic of the room. There is a profound difference between the absolute exhaustion of absorbing every single clumsy comment as a deeply personal insult that you have to defend against versus the immense freedom of just letting it pass like weather. It's just rain. It's just a cloudy comment. Family will say things out of habit or out of clumsy love or sheer obliviousness. It's something that happened in the room, not something that defines who you are. Armed with this new mindset, Priya found a simple, beautifully drama-free response. When the invasive questions come her way now, she just smiles softly and says, "I hear you, but I'm good, thanks." And then she literally just moves on with her plate. No fight, no court case, and best of all, no storage unit slowly filling up with unsaid anger. The argument is stopped dead in its tracks with total grace. Now, you might be wondering if stepping back like this feels a little detached. But here's what surprised Priya the most. Controlling her emotional reaction didn't mean she cared less. Protecting your calm isn't coldness. Choosing not to react simply means you care enough about your own peace to stop letting someone else's careless, offhand comment rent space in your head, free of charge for the rest of the week. This isn't about becoming numb or pretending that nothing ever bothers you. It's entirely about mechanics and control. Step 1, feel it. Just let the emotion happen. Step 2, notice it. Acknowledge that you felt that pinch. But step 3 is where the real magic happens. Choose your response on purpose. You're learning the profound difference between simply feeling an emotion and allowing that emotion to grab the steering wheel and completely control your actions. Because at the end of the day, the people sitting around that table, the ones who matter most to you, they deserve your peace too. They don't deserve the version of you that is utterly exhausted from silently defending yourself all evening. They deserve the version of you that is actually present. The one who's actually enjoying the rice, the one who can actually laugh at Uncle Ramesh's terrible jokes because you're no longer building a silent case against him. Master your response, not your feelings. That's the whole trick, right there. Let the feelings come, let them pass like the weather, but you remain in charge of exactly how you answer. And once you truly get this, the dinner table gets a whole lot more peaceful and honestly, a lot more joyful for absolutely everyone. So next time you sit down and unfold that napkin, what kind of weather will you choose to let pass you by?